Have you ever felt like moments are rushing by, leaving you wondering if you're truly honoring your health and energy? In this talk, we explore deep into the rarely discussed aspects of maturing, gracefully maintaining your inner energy. You'll uncover valuable insights and useful tips that can change how you experience your later years, ensuring that you stay powerful, healthy, and dynamic. Stay with us until the finish, and you'll discover how to make confident choices that not only boost your physical health, but also improve your emotional and intimate wellness. Don't skip out on revealing the keys to a more complete and lively future. If you haven't subscribed, I suggest subscribing and turning on the alert bell so you don't miss any talks. Your backing means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this talk, you can help me continue sharing the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the subject of this talk, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0. To let me know how I can improve and create better talks for you. Now, let's begin. Did you realize that even something is deeply linked to your inner energy, as the making of vital fluid can be changed by the small choices you make every day? Yes, even that something so subtle, so seemingly distant from your day-to-day actions can be impacted. It's your body talking to you in its quiet, almost invisible way, telling you that something is wrong. But here's the catch. It's so easy to ignore. It's so easy to brush off these tiny changes because they happen slowly, so quietly, that you don't notice them until the damage has taken root. What you eat, how you move, how much rest you give yourself. These things may seem minor, but they're far from it. And I didn't fully understand this myself, not until life taught me the hard way. The truth, as bitter as it is that these changes don't announce themselves with a bang. They sneak in slowly, day by day, until one day you wake up and realize that your body isn't what it once was, and that, my friends, is what makes them so dangerous, because the harm is done before you even see it coming. Our bodies are constantly speaking to us. They're giving us signs, gentle nudges, small warnings, but how many of us listen? The sad truth is that we often don't. We push through, we tell ourselves we're fine, and we ignore the signals, and when we finally do stop and pay attention, the damage has already been done. But I want you to know that it doesn't have to be this way. I'm here to help you realize it before it's too late. Because you see, time can be an excellent teacher, but it can also be a thief every day. It steals a little more from you, your energy, your vitality, unless you are watchful, unless you pay attention. These warnings our bodies give us a whisper. Soft and subtle, and in the rush of every day we drown them out. I know, because I did it for years. I ignored the tiredness, the slowness, the lack of energy, dismissing it as just the natural process of growing older. But it wasn't just age. It was my body crying out for help, asking for relief. And I didn't listen, until it was far too late to undo the effects. So now I ask you, are you listening truly? Listening to your body, to those little whispers? It's trying to tell you, you see, growing older is an art. And like all great art, it takes time, patience, and most of all, wisdom. For the longest time, I thought that aging well was a matter of luck, that some people were just blessed with good genes, while the rest of us had to accept the inevitable. But now I know that is a lie, a comforting lie, but a lie nonetheless. The truth is that aging well is a choice. It's a series of small intentional decisions we make every single day. It's in the food we choose to fill ourselves with, and how we care for our bodies through movement, and in the way we honor ourselves by giving our bodies the rest they so desperately need. Aging well is about respect. It's about respect for this incredible vessel that carries us through life. And it's about gratitude. Real, deep, heartfelt gratitude for what our bodies do for us, day in and day out. It's about recognizing that we are not unbreakable and that we must care for ourselves if we want to live a full, vibrant life, even as the years go by. So many of us take our health for granted. We push our bodies to the limit, assuming they'll keep up, believing we'll have time to rest later. But let me tell you something. There comes a point when the body doesn't bounce back as easily, when the energy you once took for granted feels more like a distant memory, and the scariest part, you don't even realize it's happening until one day you wake up and it's gone. If you are still watching this talk and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. But here's the good news, it's not too late. You can start today, right now. You can begin to listen truly, Listen to what your body is trying to tell you. You can decide to honor your body, to care for it, to give it the nourishment, movement, and rest it needs. It's never too late to start making better choices. Slow down and truly appreciate the gift of health and vitality that you still have. Yes, time may have taken some things, but it hasn't taken everything. You still have the power to shape your future, to protect your energy, to reclaim your vitality. But you have to be willing to listen, to be present, to make the small changes that will add up to something extraordinary. Though, I ask you again, are you listening? Are you paying attention to the signs your body has given you right now? Growing older is inevitable. Yes, but how we age is a choice, and that choice is in your hands. Honor your body, nurture it, and it will carry you far. Age with grace, with strength, with wisdom. Choose to care for yourself. And you'll find that the years ahead can be filled with vitality, joy, and a sense of well-being that you never imagined. Youth, oh, how it tricks us. It fills us with this happy illusion that our bodies will always remain strong, vibrant, and unaffected by time. We go through our younger years believing that the energy, stamina, the vitality we feel today will be ours forever. But as the years creep in, we slowly begin to realize that this isn't the case. The truth is, our body is more like a garden than we ever imagined. If you neglect the garden, it doesn't matter how rich and beautiful it once bloomed. It will eventually wither and lose its vibrancy without care. The soil hardens, the water dries up, the light fades. And soon enough, the plants lose their strength, and our bodies, they're no different. The real tragedy, though, is that so many of us only come to this understanding when our bodies start to show signs of neglect. We wake up one day and realize that the body we once took for granted, the one that carried us through life with effortless energy, is now showing signs of wear. That's how it was for me. I used to think that my energy, my strength, and my inner vitality would always be there, unwavering. But then slowly, things began to change. It started with small, almost unnoticeable shifts, a little fatigue that wouldn't go away, a dip in energy that I couldn't quite explain. But soon I began to notice something even deeper, more intimate changes that shook me to my core, my drive, my intimate energy. Even something as seemingly small as the amount of vital fluid, things I had never once stopped to think about, began to shift. It was in those moments that I realized something critical. The body needs care. It craves attention, and it asks for it in ways that are often easy to overlook. The problem is that we often ignore these signs until it's too late. We convince ourselves that it's just age, maybe a temporary phase, but in reality, these small changes are the body's way of signaling that it needs our help. Aging wisely, I've learned, is not just about accepting the changes that come with time. It's about learning to work with them, to nurture yourself in a way that allows your body to remain strong, healthy, and full of vitality. It's about listening to your body before it starts screaming for attention. That's why I'm asking you today, what are you doing right now to care for your body? What steps are you taking to ensure that it remains not just functional but vibrant and alive tomorrow and beyond? I know how easy it is to think that we're already doing enough. I used to think the same thing. I'd eat whatever I wanted, sleep whenever I could, and move as little as possible. I thought my body would just keep up with me no matter what I threw at it. But I was wrong. The body needs more than we think. It needs proper nutrition. It needs consistent movement, and it needs quality rest. And don't be fooled into thinking that this only impacts the outside, your skin, your hair. The number on the scale, what we're talking about, goes far deeper than that. The food you eat, the water you drink, the amount of movement you give your body, all of this affects you from the inside out. It influences your hormones, your energy levels, and even your ability to maintain that deep internal vitality. We so often take for granted our bodies are not simple machines. They are complex, interconnected systems. Everything is linked to what we put into our bodies, how we treat them, the way we move, rest, and nourish ourselves. It all plays a role in how we age. And if you want to age wisely and gracefully, then the time to start is now. Don't wait until the signs are glaringly obvious, until the wear and tear is irreversible. Taking care of your body is a quiet, often invisible task, but over time the rewards are immeasurable. Trust me. I wish I had realized this sooner. If I had known back then what I know now, I would have done things so differently. But here's the beauty of it. It's never too late to begin. Every small choice you make today will reflect in your future, not just in the way you look, but in the way you feel, in your energy, your vitality, and yes, even in the most subtle aspects of your body. Because in the end, the true art of aging is not about trying to stop time. It's about learning to care for the body in the way it deserves, with love, attention, and respect. It's about honoring this vessel that has carried you through so much and will continue to do so. If you treat it well, you have the power to shape your future, to preserve your strength, your vitality, your very essence. But it starts now with the choices you make today, with the small, consistent acts of care that will allow you to age with grace, wisdom, and unshakable strength. And that, my friends, is the most powerful gift you can give to yourself as the years go by. So I ask you once more, what are you doing today to ensure that your body thrives tomorrow? Mature years presents a perfect opportunity to challenge and break free from certain myths, especially those surrounding closeness. There's a common belief that physical desire has an expiration date and that intimacy becomes irrelevant or inappropriate in later years. But let me tell you, that couldn't be further from the truth. Intimacy is a vital aspect of life at any age, including the most mature stages. It's an essential part of human connection, well-being, and self-expression. Sadly, many individuals, either out of fear, embarrassment, or societal pressure, begin to suppress this important aspect of their lives as they grow older. But intimacy, when embraced in a healthy, fulfilling way, remains a powerful source of pleasure, emotional closeness, and both physical and mental well-being throughout our lifetime. One of the biggest obstacles preventing people from enjoying their connection in old age is prejudice, both from society and from within society. Often portrays physical closeness as the domain of the young, treating it as if it's a privilege that fades as the years go by. This harmful misconception leads to internalized shame and guilt, making many older individuals feel as though they're somehow too old for intimacy. But here's the truth. Physical intimacy doesn't lose its value with age. It can gain even more depth and meaning as we grow older. The need for connection, closeness, and emotional bonding becomes even more profound. Physical intimacy isn't just about the act itself. It's about the comfort, the understanding, and the shared experiences that come with years of accumulated love and affection. Another barrier that many people face in embracing their closeness in older age is the fear of their body's natural changes. Yes, our bodies change as we age. There's no denying that, but these changes do not have to diminish the joy or satisfaction that comes from intimacy. If anything, aging offers us the freedom to approach intimacy without the pressures of youth, without the unrealistic expectations of what it should be. There's no need to focus on performance or compare yourself to the past. Instead, it's about adapting to the changes, embracing the beauty of your body in this stage of life, and finding new ways to enjoy closeness that bring you and your partner true satisfaction. What many people overlook is that intimacy in old age brings benefits that go far beyond immediate physical pleasure when practiced in a healthy, respectful way. An active, intimate life can enhance mental health, improve physical well-being, and even reduce the risk of certain illnesses during intimate activity. The body releases endorphins, oxytocin, and other hormones that elevate mood, relieve stress, and foster a sense of deep connection. These hormones strengthen the immune system, reduce blood pressure, and lower the risk of heart disease. So when you hear people suggest that aging diminishes your vitality and well-being, understand that denying this natural part of life may lead to a decrease in both physical and emotional health. It's also important to remember that intimacy is deeply personal, and there's no one-size-fits-all formula for what a fulfilling, close life looks like. In older age, each person is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. The most crucial thing is that you feel comfortable and true to yourself in your choices. If desire is still a part of your life, don't let age or societal judgment hold you back from experiencing it. Seek out information, have open conversations with your partner, and if necessary, consult with health professionals to address any concerns you may have. This stage of life can still be one of joy, intimacy, and satisfaction, and it should be celebrated as such. Life doesn't stop as we age, and Neither does pleasure. Closeness is not a privilege of the young, but a lifelong source of connection and happiness for those who choose to embrace it. And there is beauty in intimacy at every age, and aging gives us the wisdom and the experience to appreciate it in new, deeper ways. So I urge you to let go of the myths, break free from the shame, and allow yourself to continue enjoying this beautiful, natural part of your life. You deserve it now more than ever. I've come this far to share something with you that you may truly need to hear at this very moment. It's never too late. It's never too late to start over, to take care of yourself in ways you may have neglected, and to uncover new, surprising aspects of your body that you never knew existed. It doesn't matter if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, or beyond. There is still time. There is time to rewrite the story of your life. Time to take control of your health, and time to make choices that will shape a healthier, more vibrant future. For yourself, every decision you make from this day forward, whether it's today, tomorrow, or even next week, has the potential to transform the years ahead of you. It took me a long time to realize this truth myself. For the longest time, I believed that once you hit a certain point in life, some things were simply out of reach. I thought my body had crossed an invisible threshold, and from that moment on, the decline was inevitable. But let me tell you, that's a lie. We tell ourselves. It's a myth. We've been conditioned to believe we drastically underestimate our capacity for transformation. The human body is incredibly adaptable, unbelievably resilient, and capable of far more than we often give it credit for. The way you treat your body, the care, the attention, the nourishment you give it, can make a difference that is more profound than you might ever imagine. I had this realization not long ago, and I want you to realize it too. Because there is still time. There is always time to make meaningful changes. Perhaps you've already noticed some subtle shifts in your body. Maybe your energy isn't what it used to be, or you felt a decrease in drive. Or perhaps your mood has been changing in ways that feel unfamiliar to you. Maybe you've noticed something as specific as changes in the amount of vital fluid your body produces. If you are still watching this talk and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. These are all signs that time is passing. Yes, but they are not signs of decline. They are not signs that the end is near or that vitality is slipping away. These are signals of a new beginning, a phase of life, where with the wisdom you've accumulated, you have the chance to make profound and intentional adjustments that will revitalize your body and spirit. I've made these changes in my own life, and I cannot overstate how deeply they've transformed me. It wasn't easy at first, change never is, but I promise you it was worth it. Today I feel a renewed sense of energy, a lightness in my spirit, and a level of vitality that I hadn't felt in years. My quality of life has improved dramatically, and it's all because I made the conscious decision to care for myself in ways I hadn't before. And the best part, you can do it too. This journey of self-care, self-awareness, and reconnection with your body is not reserved for a select few. It is within your reach, it is possible, and you are capable of it. So I asked you, are you ready to start this journey with me? Because if you are, I can assure you that the rewards will be greater than you ever imagined. Life still has so much to offer you, and the best time to start is now. The future is waiting for you, and what you do today will have an immeasurable impact on the years ahead. Think about how it would feel to wake up tomorrow with more energy, with a sense of control over your body and your future. Imagine the ripple effect this transformation will have on not only your life but also the lives of the people around you. Isn't it empowering to know that you have that kind of influence over your future? If you've made it this far, it means you're ready to take that first step. And believe me, that's the hardest part, but it's also the most important. The journey may have just begun, but with every step you take, you'll grow stronger, more confident, and more in tune with your body and your spirit. The beauty of this journey is that it's never linear, but it's always rewarding you. Hold the power to create the life you want, to embrace the vitality you deserve, and to age with grace, strength, and intention. So let me ask you one final question. What will you do with this knowledge? What will you do with the understanding that it's never too late? Because now you know that today, right now, is the perfect time to start transforming your life. The next chapter is yours to write, and you have the pen in your hand. Let's step into this new phase together and shape the future you've always wanted as we come to the end of this journey together. I hope something in today's message connected with you, something that sparked a new perspective or encouraged you to make a positive change in your life. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned so far? What is one thing from this talk that you're ready to start putting into practice in your own life? Please share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. If you like this talk, don't forget to leave your comment, hit that like button, share it with someone who could benefit from this message, and subscribe to our channel for more content. Like this, let's continue this journey of growth and transformation together. Thank you for watching.